Yeah, what it do, YouTube, man? It is your boy Solid, back with another Solid reaction, man. And today, man, we're gonna be checking out Michael Jordan shocking picks revealed. I do not know what this video is about. It was actually sent to me by a subscriber, man. If you guys do not mind hitting that like button, subscribe to this channel, and turn your notifications on. And if you got any videos you do want me to check out, man, go ahead and leave a comment down below, bro. But let's get into this one, man. I'm really excited to see exactly what's going on. Let's see what we got going on right here, man. Wow, I'm on the wrong one.
To many basketball fans, Michael Jordan was the greatest of all time. He was the greatest competitor to ever play the game. He knew how to physically dominate and mentally decimate his opponents. He liked to think he was the best at everything, but when it came to trash talking, even the great Michael Jordan knew there was someone else out there that he couldn't top.
Hey, Michael.
I'm loving it, though.
Would you like to have some his ass today?
Hey, you know, I'll be coming at his ass. Just like I used to come at both of y'all.
It might come as a surprise to some, but Michael Jordan once said, Larry Bird is the greatest trash talker and mind game player of all time.
Enjoy yourself, dog. You bitch, fuck you. Y'all get...
Bro, it's just crazy that greatness recognizes greatness. Like, you don't, with great players, you never really see them, like, they be at each other's throat during the game. But when that buzzer go beep, hey man, what's good with you, baby? How you been, man? How the kids, man? The waving kid. Okay, cool, man. Y'all got us this game. I'll be back next game. All right, cool. Sorry, motherfucker. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, the type of game they play, it comes with the amount of respect, and you see it with like Larry Bird and Michael Jordan. You've seen it with like Magic and Larry Bird. Yeah, it's a rivalry thing. It's a I don't like you because you winning thing, but it's not a like I don't like you as a person because they admire you having the same stride as they got. That's what it is. That's what it come down to, and that's what I like about the game. That's one thing that I'm like, all right, man, I do enjoy that.
The run for our money. Yeah.
He taught me everything I know about getting in folks' heads. So come along for the ride as we revisit some of Larry Legend's most savage and ruthless trash-talking takedowns.
Larry Bird follows his own shot.
A lot of people thought Larry Bird was just a modest, regular guy. He was the lovable Indiana country boy, the hick from French Lick. But even dating back to his rookie season in 1979, Larry Bird the competitor was far from the aw shucks country bumpkin the media portrayed him as.
Good.
I got a question on a completely other subject.
His Celtics teammate Jeff Judkins described how the rookie let his teammates know right from the start that he wasn't one for messing around. Back in the old days, every rookie had to carry bags on the road. On our first road trip of the season, Larry stood up in front of all the guys on the bus and said,
go back. What they got my boy riding in? That ain't no bus. That is a RV. Hold on.
Every rookie had to carry bags on the road. On our first road...
Look at that. That ain't no bus. That's an RV. You can't tell me that's a bus. That's a whole RV.
Road trip of the season, Larry stood up in front of all the guys on the bus and said, I want you guys to know I'm never going to get you any water and I'm never going to carry one bag ever. Now, some players who were notorious trash talkers were easy to spot, mostly because they never shut up. Guys like Gary Payton, Charles Barkley, and Kevin Garnett all subscribed to the nonstop, in-your-face method of getting in opponents' heads. Larry Legend took a much different approach. Bill Fitch coached Bird for his first 3 seasons in the league and described the quiet but impactful way he took verbal jabs at his opponents as whispering needles. Fitch then described how Larry once humiliated an opponent with a single question during a preseason game. Bird casually asked the man tasked with guarding him that evening, "What's the scoring record in this building?" When his opponent asked why he wanted to know, Bird mockingly replied, "Well, you're guarding me, aren't you?" From unnamed forgotten opponent.
Oh, hey, I don't yo, fuck this nigga, man. Yo, hey, I'm sorry. Yo, I apologize for my language. I apologize. Sorry. I'd have been like, yo, buddy, I'm on you now. Like, I'm not letting, I don't care about the rest of the game. I'm not gonna care. I'm not gonna be like, no, I gotta make sure, we're not running the defense. He's my task from that night. I'm sorry. Hey, Lonnie, back up. They're leak behind you. Hey, he not hitting the point. I don't care what they do. I don't care what they do. They can go get 40, they can get 50, 60, they can get 100 points. One dude over there could hit 300 points. I don't care. He not scoring. That's what I'm saying. He's not. I'm not doing it.
Opponents to NBA superstars, Larry Bird did not discriminate when it came to trash talking on the court. Even his arch rival Magic Johnson could not escape Bird's wrath on occasion.
Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, and Larry Bird were put in a room together and told to battle it out. Bird would be the one left standing.
In 2019, Magic gave a speech in which he told a story about how Larry Bird trash-talked him mid-play as Magic scrambled to attempt to close out Bird at the three-point line.
You DJ coming down, right, with the ball. Oh, great DJ, that's good. So pass it to Larry, he's in that corner. So as you pass to Larry, my first shot was to stop you first, right? Now I gotta go out and close Larry Bird out. So as I'm running out to Larry Bird, he's talking trash to me. I don't know why you're running out here. Who says that in the middle of the game? He said, I'm gonna wait till you get one step away from me and I'm gonna shoot it right in your face.
Boy, you know how?
No, true story. So I got one step away. He shoots it all net, three-pointer. Good. Then he turned to me and said, you did all that running for nothing.
Where you going, son? Hey, that's where you going, son? You did all that for nothing, man. Hey, man, you don't went all the way over there for nothing. You knew he was going to do that. I feel like Magic Johnson, if I was in his shoes running out there, I would have stopped mid-stride like, bro, go ahead, man. Go ahead, because you're not going to do this to me, man. You're not going to be talking to me. Go ahead, man. Shoot it, man. Just go ahead. I'm not about to do that. You're not about to embarrass me today. No, you're gonna embarrass yourself. Go ahead, man. Go for it. I'm gonna be the one. I'm gonna be just like this. I ain't even gonna look him in the eye. Go ahead, man. Do what you do, man. Cause come on, man. One step, I got you. I don't want to hear that right now. Not today. Not today, Larry. It ain't the day today. Maybe next week. Maybe tomorrow. Today ain't the day. You're not gonna do this to me today.
Retirement is great for you because you never talked this long.
So the numbers won't say that Larry Bird was the best shooter in NBA history. But nobody was more clutch and more confident in the biggest moments when the pressure was at its highest. Even the great Pat Riley once said, if I had to choose a player to take a shot to save a game, I'd choose Michael Jordan. If I had to choose a player to take a shot to save my life, I'd take Larry Bird. And there was no place better in the 1980s for Larry Bird to show off his clutch shooting than during the annual NBA three-point shootout held every All-Star weekend.
Get it out the net, young buck. That's like my new saying, get it out the net.
He was a cold-blooded killer.
Prior to winning the inaugural event in 1986, Bird paced around the locker room and sized up his competitors. He looked at one guy and laughed out loud. Before leaving to head out to the court, he left the bewildered group with one question. Which one of y'all is coming in second tonight? Bird's confidence was no facade as he defeated Craig Hodges in the final round to take home the title. As Bird was being awarded his prize for the win, he shouted out, "My name's been on this check for a week."
Congratulations once again. Thank you.
Bird went on to win 3 consecutive three-point shootouts. During the 1988 contest, Bird was so confident of a win that he didn't even bother taking off his Celtics warm-up jacket.
He didn't take off his top yet. I didn't see when he took off his top.
He defeated Seattle Supersonics sharpshooter Dale Ellis in a close final round.
Hey, that's a good shooter,
to nail
too.
his last 2 shots for the win, and he did just that.
And then put his hands in the air and walk off.
Before the final shot sank through the hoop for the win.
Defends the long-distance shootout crowd at Chicago Stadium.
Bird competed in the 1989 three-point shootout, but was hobbled by the beginning of a series of back injuries that would eventually end his career. He didn't make it to the finals and could only watch as Craig Hodges finally broke through and earned the win as he defeated another legendary trash talker, Reggie Miller.
I'm doing all this talking. He's like, okay. Into the game in the second half, he ended up with 44. And I ended up with 12.
In a battle that came down to Miller clanking his final shot off the rim that would have earned him the win instead. Hodges was thrilled to finally win the event. After the contest, a reporter asked Hodges if the victory was diminished by Bird's injury. Insulted by the question, Hodges replied that once healthy, Bird knows where to find me. Bird got wind of the comment and responded that he did indeed know where to find Hodges at the end of the Bulls bench.
It's true about this boy.
Hey. But he said, yo, man, no, that's disrespectful. I'm a better shooter than him. I won fair and square. If he think he better than me, he can come find me. Yeah, but I know exactly where to find you. With 0 playtime. Down there. When the last time you seen the flow? You see what I'm saying? Like, Boy, I think me and Larry get along because I'll be sitting there. Even if I'm not on his team, like if I'm sitting on the bench, let's say I'm sitting on the bench, Larry come by, I hear him yell at Magic. What'd he say to Magic? Oh. He come by again. He say something to Kareem. What'd he say to Kareem? Okay. You hear one of your teammates on the bench say something. Hey, man, shut up. He already busted their ass. You don't need him coming over here busting us either. Come on now. Shut up. He come down court. Magic, I'm going to hit this three in your face. He ain't lying. He ain't lying. Hey, you better get out there on him. He ain't lying. I'd be sitting there like every time I see him, Mr. Larry, sir. Hey, I know you like to check records, so I did it for you. Our scoring record is 82 points in this building. If you do decide to break it tonight, could the last shot not be on me? That's all I'm asking. You can get the whole 81 on me, just not the 82. You get what I'm saying? Let me walk off and somebody switch out on you, and then you do that for me. Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you. Because I don't need that in my life. You feel me? I don't need that in my life. I don't need to go to bed with that on my conscience. I don't need it in my conscience.
This dude can play.
Three-point shooting contests were one thing, but Larry Bird staged some legendary shooting exhibitions
out the net, young buck.
with next-level trash talk during real games that still seem unbelievable all these years later.
Off to McHale, back to Bird.
Oh, yeah.
Larry
Stop and pop.
Jumper.
Pow. Hand down, man down.
Perhaps the most memorable of these epic nights happened in 1985 in a game against the Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks were a very good team with forward
Rivers
Dominique
was
Wilkins starting to establish himself as a star in the league. Bird was always up for challenging another team's star player. But what Dominique and the Hawks may not have known was that Kevin McHale had set the Celtics' single-game scoring record a few nights earlier when he dropped 56 points on the Detroit Pistons. Bird was not going to let that record stand for long. Larry Bird tortured the Hawks that night to establish a new Celtics scoring record of 60 points.
There's Bird. Bird, 14 seconds, he got fouled.
Right through jail. See, that's the one I don't want to be. That's the shot I don't want. I don't want that shot. Like, you could have did the layup on me, the right before this. You could have done all this. But for you to come down and splack at this one.
Fouled. He hit the shot.
I got to live with that my whole life.
Point guard Doc Rivers recalled Bird calling his shots to the Hawks players. Bird told them things like, off the glass. He asked them, who's next? And where do you want this one? Towards the end of the game, with the Celtics up huge, Bird turned things up a notch. He told the Hawks, in the trainer's lap, meaning he was going to launch a deep fadeaway three-pointer right in front of their bench, and his momentum would force him off the floor right into Hawks trainer Joe O'Toole's lap. When Bird's shot caught nothing but net, even players at the end of the Hawks bench were cheering. Hawks coach Mike Fratello was not amused, and he fined several Hawks players for their antics.
Hey, I'd have fined them too. I'd have been like, yo, hey, you got two options. $300 million for your little after joke down there, or you can get off the team, because y'all not going to be embarrassing me like that. Y'all not going to be doing that.
He made them watch themselves over and over again during the next day's film session in practice.
Bird on the drive.
Good lay.
There really were no bounds to the ways Larry Bird would trash talk and humiliate his opponents.
He offered these, and then he said, who wants it? And I think Ricky Brown, I'm not for sure who it was.
Left side, over across the three, and you're listening to him. That's a tough feeling.
Sometimes he seemed to do things out of boredom or to simply entertain himself. This seemed to have been the case one night in 1986 when he stated before a game in Portland that he was going to play this one left-handed. Well, at least through three quarters. I'm saving my right hand for the Lakers. Bird followed through on his promise and went for a triple-double that night, finishing the game with 47 points, 14 rebounds, and 11 assists in a 120-119 overtime victory.
Another left-hander by Larry Bird.
Larry Bird had his run-ins with players over the years that initiated trash talk of their own. One guy that wasn't afraid to poke the bear was the Indiana Pacers' Chuck Person. Person was an outstanding three-point shooter. His nickname was the Rifleman. So when the Pacers were visiting Boston the day after Christmas in 1990, old Chuck had a pre-game message for Larry. He said the Rifleman was going bird hunting. Bird was told about Person's comments and told reporters before the game that he had a special present for Chuck. The Celtics went on a scoring spree that night, scoring an insane 152 points in a 20-point victory. Bird easily outplayed
What? I didn't know that was the score. Hold on. Wait. Did he say 150? He didn't say 150, did he? Because if you put 150 on somebody's skull, they ain't say nothing no more. They got to quit the game. Hold on. 150? Hold on.
Rifle man was going bird hunting. Bird was told about Person's comments and told reporters before the game that he had a special present for Chuck. The Celtics went on a scoring spree that night, scoring an insane 152 points in a...
He said 150. He put a whole bucket and a half on the head. Yeah, like he hit him with a whole buck and a half. Like, yo, 150 just... Bro, I don't even care how many points he had. He could have had 6. If you let a team put 150 on you, you got to quit. You got to get rid of the whole team.
20-point victory. Bird easily outplayed Person, scoring 22 points to go along with 12 rebounds and 7 assists. Person only managed 10 points in 17 minutes of action. At one point, Bird launched a three-pointer right in front of Person, who was sitting on the Pacers bench. As the ball switched through the net, Bird turned to Person and yelled, "Merry effing Christmas, Chuck." Years later, Chuck Person laughed about the Christmas incident and said he was not a bit surprised by it since Bird had warned him years earlier. Rookies were always fair game for Larry Bird. One rookie that Bird set his sights on in 1989 was Seattle Supersonics power forward Shawn Kemp. Like Bird, Kemp was a legendary high school player from Indiana.
It's sad the way Kemp went out.
Bird's state scoring record.
And it really hurts me to think about that.
Inside he comes. He leads it with a running jam. A spread eagle. Lead in right-handed slam.
That may have been a mistake. The first time Kemp suited up against Bird and the Celtics, Bird sought Kemp out right from the jump. According to Kemp, Bird asked him, "You're the one that broke all my records in high school, right?" And I said, "Yeah, that's me." And he said, "I got something for you tonight." Bird proceeded to notch 40 points to go along with 11 rebounds and 10 assists. Good for a triple-double and a Celtics win. Even in retirement, Larry Bird could leave players in awe. Paul George witnessed a 60-plus-year-old Bird knock down shots as an executive with the Pacers one day when Bird made an impromptu visit to a practice. According to George, a ball rolled over to Bird, who was dressed in a suit and loafers. He rolled up his sleeves and made about 15 in a row and just walked out like nothing happened. It was the craziest thing I've seen. We were speechless. We didn't know whether to keep shooting or just to end the practice.
I'd be like, hey, come on now. Hey, is he just walking out? Larry, get back in here. You can't walk out like that. Hey, get him a uniform. He can stand at the three-point line. We can pass him the rock. He can hit some threes. Get him a uniform. Larry, get back here, man. Hey, we need that. No offense to the Pacers, but they sucked during that era. Paul George's era, let's be honest, they had some good little runs, and a little here there, but they were sucked. They sucked. All right? So I'd have been like, Larry, you need to come on out of there. Quit hiding in the back. You 6 years old coming and hit 15 in a row. We need about 2 or 3 of them jokers.
It was sweet, man. In a league full of loud and brash trash talkers.
Hey, you only got 3 now. I get 6. How do I get that foul?
Larry Bird set himself apart as the only guy who could crush and demoralize his foes without even raising his voice.
Aims to Bird. He gets a good...
Get it out the net. Get it out the net.
And Bird falls into Joe O'Toole.
His whispering needles help.
All right, man, that looks like this is going to be the end of the video, man. I did enjoy this video, man. It's one of them videos that they had me laughing. Like, it actually had some good jokes. I mean, some good points, some good comedic with it. And I enjoyed it, man. But, man, if y'all guys did make it this far in the video, man, and y'all did enjoy this one, man, do me a favor, man. Go ahead and hit that like, subscribe to the channel, and turn your notifications on. I'll see y'all in the next video. Solid out.